I think it's been the craziest time to get into real estate, but I don't think I'd want it any other way. I think it's super exciting learning from my mom, my boss. But it's been just nuts. Really great to see how the market works, and I think now I have a very high standard of what real estate's going to be like moving forward.
I would say my expectations have been met. I'm very proud to have Kyla working on with our team. It's been a big relief for me having her there, especially this summer when we were able to finally take a vacation for a few days. And if I hadn't had Kyla working on my behalf, I would have lost some well-deserved business from clients that are really long-term clients and people that I respect, and it was great knowing that they were in good hands with Kyla.
Wasn't much of a vacation. We talked every day.
But it was good because the one spot I had no internet.
Yeah, and I just had to make the call.
Yeah.
That's where it was nice, I think, with like the corporate world, where it kind of transfers over. Like, people go on vacation and you just eventually have to like have the confidence. I mean, I was very early. That was like my second week full time.
Yeah.
But it worked out and we got some deals done. So that was exciting.
Yeah, I look forward to when we can get back to traveling and I can leave my phone
in the room
back in Canada.
Yeah.
And not even take it. That's my goal, to one day go on vacation for a week and leave the phone behind.
Bet you $100 you wouldn't do that.
Well, I don't know. It's getting easier.
I think the thing is just separating like work and personal. I mean, we obviously talk about like Harper during the day, but I think it's hard sometimes to separate the two because it's just always, and real estate is obviously 24/7. It's not like it's a job that you turn off at 5 p.m.
Right.
It's definitely not a 9-to-5 job. So that's my point of view.
For me, I think it's been separating mother-daughter versus
Boss.
intern. Nah, I'm not
I
boss.
passed my probation.
But having that, I am the seasoned veteran. I'm teaching you along the way, and I find that the separating the mother-daughter versus, I don't want to call boss because I don't feel like I'm your boss.
No, because we're independent contractors.
We are, but
yeah, we both said but.
Yeah. So I think we'll get to a point where we can. And in fairness to Kyla, she doesn't want to be talking real estate all the time. And for me, that's usually what I do, is talk real estate most of the time in our household. So we're work in progress.
So when you come to my house, you have to leave it outside.
I think we do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's what
we do puzzles. And I think for me, it's been where I wanted my business to go. That the succession planning is that I could have one of my kids take over because they are an extension of me. And I know their work ethic, whether it's you or your sister. So that part has been really rewarding. And knowing that eventually I can semi-retire or retire and know that what I've worked for the last 15 years will continue on.
And when you're 80, I can still call you and ask for help. Great question.
Good question. Kyla, would you like to take that one?
Yes. I'd say our different strengths is that I come from more of structure, right?
Yes.
I think you knew I was going to say that. So
Totally.
my intent is to bring that to our team, and how we can kind of just set, like, I don't know if parameters is the right word, but the structure in place, really. You've been doing it for 15 years on your own, and you've just had help in the last, 3 years with Emily, that I think, like, it's all in your head. And I know that's just how independent, like, employees work, right? They just have everything up there. But now when you bring on other people, you need to have more
Systems.
yes in place.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question because yes, I have been doing it. I started out just single contractor and just working my way through the years that I never really had a lot of structure in place, a lot of systems in place. Training. I had no training. So now when I have to train someone else, I want to make sure that those systems are in place. So we're a work in progress and we're getting there, and I respect your boundaries and what you bring to the table, and your follow-up and your attention to detail with clients is really an asset to our business, because I've just been a one-woman show and it's hard trying to do all things, and I do know that items are missed or fall through the cracks, and I'm trying, I think with your assistance, that we will prevent that from happening.
That's a good point.
A weakness for me is keeping everything in my head and having tunnel vision and expectations, thinking, well, you should know that, don't you? And then being short. And I don't think that's fair, because I know this is a whole new career and a whole new system, and real estate is not black and white. There's so much gray to this business, and each day is different, and each deal is different, and each client is different, and you just have to roll with the punches. And it's hard because we try to plan a schedule, and then 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock the night before, everything changes.
Someone wants to see a house, you go see it.
Yeah, someone wants to put an offer in,
you
put the offer in. You try to have good intentions, but it's really, really difficult. I think that's one of my weaknesses, is that I'm not organized.
That's hard though, that's just the way it is.
Yeah. What's your weakness?
I'd say that I hold a very high standard in things that, like, when I just need to kind of let it go instead of being so like high strung about it. Corporate is like literally a 180 from real estate, right? You're working for the man, you're doing everything like systematic, process, procedure, and it's like 9 to 5. You're not a robot, but kind of a robot, right? In there. And in corporate, every day is also different, but it's also every day is kind of the same and meshes together. So I'd say that for me, it's like thinking that everything should be like 12 out of 10 every day. Like, this is my business now. I'm the person who I'm letting down, not like working for someone and just collecting a paycheck. Like, this is my livelihood.
Well, and that's the big difference, is that when you're in corporate, you're going to get paid regardless if you do a good or bad job. In real estate or commission sales, if you don't do a good job, you're not getting paid.
No.
Because you're not going to get the repeat business, you're not going to get the referral business, and that is so important to our business.
Yeah, I think high standard's the wrong word, because I do hold a high standard for myself, because I have to. Right?
And you were taught that way.
Yes.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. I'd say that's that. Go. Then I'll see how my answer changes.
It can be multiple things.
My favorite thing in a business sense or personal? Business?
Business, I think.
I would say seeing Kyla negotiate the deals that we did when I was away.
Can you go away more often? Just kidding.
They were difficult because the people were really wanting me to do the deals, and because of physicality and no self-service location, it was not possible. And Kyla stepped in, and she was on the phone, and you got the job done. And your follow-up and your attention to detail of follow-up with the phone. I wasn't brought up using phone as much as now with technology and texting, because of where your background, you came from. Phone calls, emails, text, making sure that that is accomplished. So that's, I would say, my, not the only, but one of the favorite things.
That's good. I'd say for me, it's that you still love work after 15 years. Because I didn't after 8. So, so I'd say I think that was it. that like you still go to work happy and that you're not like miserable.
No, I
It's
love
a positive.
And I think that's the good thing about real estate. Most people who are still in it after, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they do it because they love it. And that's what I want for you. So
When I'm 45, hopefully I'll love it. That's crazy to think about.
I know. It goes by so fast.
Yeah.
Like 2006 was when I started, and now we're going into 2022, and it's been a great career. I highly recommend it.
So I'm here.
Yes.